Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Lagos Transportation Agenda. I'm your host, Austin Ian. On Monday, the 4th of September 2023, the passenger operations of the Lagos Blue Line rail system fully commenced in earnest, as launched by the State Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The occasion was graced by the Deputy Governor of the state, Dr. Kadiri Hamzat, as well as other important officials in the state government and the Lagos State Executive Council. We're here to observe the passenger operations from Marina, where we are now, to the Mile 2 terminal. The governor paid tribute to his predecessors and those who originated this very important infrastructure in the transportation profile of Lagos State. Most notably, the then governor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who of course is now the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The governor reiterated the safety protocols that have been put in place for passengers boarding this facility. He also announced special consideration for school children and other holders of the LASRA card, that is the card identifying people as citizens, especially young people as citizens of the state, for special consideration on the train.
Let me honestly commend all of our leaders, all of the people that have kept faith with modern Lagos here today. You will see that on this journey, we have some of our leaders in the state, the civil senators, members of the National Assembly, serving and former. But more importantly, I think it's important for us to acknowledge the great work that Mr. President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was the 12th governor in Lagos State, who started with a vision of the Lagos State urban mass transportation system with the creation of LAMATA way back in 2003 or 2004 thereabout. It's from that master plan that we are all involved to have a train, master plan infrastructure, the road master plan infrastructure, and all of the deliverables that we're seeing today. So we need to thank him, and we need to acknowledge that all the great work he's done in Lagos, God will give him the opportunity to also do it, and do it bigger for Nigeria. So all of our leaders that are here, and the ones that have said their prayers and best wishes, thank you very much for your support, thank you for your understanding, security operatives, the Commissioner of Police, and the neighborhood world, all of you, thank you very much. Of course, the deputy and I were doing our job, so we don't need to thank ourselves. But also to mention that the LASRA card, which is our state citizens identity card, can also be used on the train. So we want to employ all of you also, especially students, to go get your LASRA card, because you can actually travel with the LASRA card on the train, because it has the chip and I think it has the wallet as well. So it has the ability to be able to do tap in and tap up, as well. On the county card, let me also announce that we've gotten almost 4 million citizens that have the county card already. And so these county cards will be used on the train, on our buses, BRT, and also on the ferry service. So let's go out there and get our county card and top it up, so that we can enjoy our integrated urban mass transportation system that we're brought about. Thank you. From this station, the service, there's another service in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so people can start boarding the station. When you ask an important question, how about the red line? The red line currently, it's about 96%. And if it doesn't get 100%, we won't commission it. But we are certain that before the end of the year, we will also commission the red line. What you will see to begin to start is by the end of this month, I'll try to work it by the end of this month or the first week in October, we'll start commissioning the bridges. Ikeja-Along, Yaba Bridge, Temeta Bridge, Mushi Bridge, Ayola Koka, and all of them. We'll start opening the bridges for vehicular movement and for passenger movement on the bridges. Then we'll start the commissioning of the various stations. From Moingo Station to Yaba Station to Mushi to Ikeja to Agege to Idu. We'll commission all the stations. Then we'll have the final movement, which I hope that Mr. President will come and demonstrate. Thank you.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon. Life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, is the Lagos Transportation Agenda. Indeed, this day has been long in coming. No wonder Lagosians are so excited at the prospect of dealing a blow to the challenges that have faced them on the roads of Lagos for so many years, in terms of congestion, traffic gridlock, and pollution. The Lagos Blue Line rail system is fully powered by electricity, which is itself is a signal of the Lagos State government's intention to be on the curve, ahead of the curve, in fact, of the energy transition that the world is currently embracing.
We all know that we have publicized that the Blue Line is going to be an electrified rail system, and with the third rail system. What that means is that the electrification will be along the track. And for us, that means that it has no tolerance. If you want to cross from one side to the other, you must use the overhead bridges. This is a necessity for all of us to understand. We have, as a government, been very responsible, and we have fenced all along the alignment for the Blue Line to ensure that people do not cross it. But what we see time and time again is that people go there and they cut the fences and they run across. This is fine until we electrify. And we need to understand that this is not acceptable. Not because LAMATA is saying don't do it, but because it is a matter of life and death. It is a health and safety issue. Anywhere in the world, this is the way it functions. And if we want to develop, we need to begin to understand that this is the way we're headed for a sustainable rail system that is good for emissions. Electrified rail is the way forward. And when your rail is electrified, then we must not interface with it. So we ask this, and we ask that the people be responsible and understand that it is mandatory that nobody crosses the tracks. We bothered to put pedestrian crossings, there's access for the physically challenged, and therefore we have no reason to cross the track. So we just ask that the people please respect this and respect the rails, because if we don't, we will find ourselves in very, very dire straits indeed.
LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
What are the expectations of the Lagos State government concerning the Blue Line rail system, and indeed the entire rail ecosystem, including the red and the green lines that are still in the pipeline. Mr. Kolawole Ojelabi is the head of corporate communications at the Lagos Area Metropolitan Transport Authority, also known as LAMATA. Here, he gives us an insider's view of what the rails ecosystem of Lagos State is all about, the government's expectations, and what impact it will have on the lives, livelihoods, and businesses of Lagosians. He also discusses LAMATA's and the state government's expectations from stakeholders such as private sector, foreign partners, etc.
The Lagos Rail Mass Transit LRMT Blue Line is one of the 6 rail projects earmarked for the city of Lagos. In our strategic transport master plan, we have 6 rails and 1 monorail. So Blue Line is the first to come on stream. And so Blue Line is a 27-kilometer railroad from Marina to Kokomaiko. But we have done the first phase of it from Marina to Mile 2. Between Marina and Mile 2, you have 3 other stations. So after Marina, you have National Theatre, Igomu, Alaba, before it terminates at Mile 2. Now, the service, it's a system powered by electricity. In terms of in the medium term or in the short term, the fact is that emission along that corridor is greatly reduced because it is powered by electricity, unlike train system that is powered by diesel. The CO2 that is released into the atmosphere is not good for the health of the people. So because this is driven by electricity, so it is zero emission. So it will help the lives of the people. Number 2, in terms of movement, this train will take less than 25 minutes between Marina and Mile 2. Now imagine taking other form of public transport and you are seated in traffic for 2 hours. And so what it means is that for people who close early at work and want to get home early, this is your sure bet. Commuting in Lagos has become, really a challenge to a lot of people. As a matter of fact, some people have, because of congestion in Lagos, lost their homes. And so this is going to bring back, the family values that daddy and mommy can sit down and talk to their children, mentor them, give them words of wisdom. So it will bring families together. For people who have to wake up very, very early in the morning to go to work because they have to take transport and sit in traffic for 2 hours, you don't have to do that again. If your distance from your home to the train station is not more than 10 minutes. So what it means is that rather than wake up at 5 a.m., you can wake up at 6 or 6:30 a.m., get yourself ready, and you take the next train to your destination. This train system is expected to contribute to the GDP of Lagos, because when people are able to get to their places of work quickly and they are able to work and deliver value, then the economy itself will improve. We'll be talking about the loss in the value of the naira. It's because the productive sector has been comatose, and so this train system will bring the rail sector back into contention, and Lagosians, Nigerians, will begin to enjoy good life. In terms of what we expect from Lagosians, one, that this corridor is powered by electricity. As a government, we have done what we expected to do. Make sure that we fence off the entire corridor. So please, we want to beg you, don't cut the fence to say you want to try and cross the track. I tell you, it is going to be fatal, because the tracks are powered by electricity, and not just any electricity. It is powered by 750 direct current. And so when you step on the tracks, it is instant death. We don't want to record any death on these tracks. So please, we want to enjoin you. Use the pedestrian bridges that have been provided to cross the road. Don't forget, the Lagos-Badagry Expressway is a 10-lane carriageway, and we want people not to cross that road. So what we want people to do is to use the pedestrian bridges to cross the road. Number two, in terms of using the train, we have said it, that we don't want anybody to bring in any liquid at all into the train, because the train is powered by electricity, and so easily when you have liquid on you, water, soft drink, any other liquid, you could easily conduct current. So we don't want anybody to, on account of that, get electrocuted while interacting with the train system. We also do not expect people to eat on the train. People have been asking questions. Do we have conveniences on the train? I will continue to say this is a metro system. It is not an interstate. In an interstate system, yes, you probably have conveniences. And the good thing is that at all the stations, we have conveniences. As soon as you get into the paid area, after going through the turnstile, there are conveniences for both male and female. So please use this before you get on the train, so that you don't get pressed when you get on the train, and you become an embarrassment to yourself and to everybody while on the train. From the private sector, we expect that you will continue to support the Lagos State government. There are 4 other rail lines that we want the private sector to come into. Currently, we have completed the first phase of the blue line. We are working on the first phase of the red line from Agbado in Ogun State to Marina. But the first phase of it will stop at Oyingbo. One interesting thing about the red line is that the tracks of the NRC actually stopped at Ebute Metta Junction. The Lagos State government is constructing dedicated tracks from EBJ Junction to Oyingbo. And beyond Oyingbo towards Oto, we're also still extending the tracks so that we can use that area as our depot, and also to store the trains overnight. So we expect the private sector to come into this. And one major rail project that Lagos State government also wants to implement quickly is the Green Line. The Green Line moves from Marina all the way to the Lekki Free Zone. And don't forget, around this area, we have the Dangote refinery. We also have the Lagos airport being built by the Lagos State government. So it's going to be a lot of activities that will be happening around that area. So we need a mass mover to take people into this area. So please, if you feel inclined, talk to us at LAMATA, and we'll be willing to talk to you. You may wish to send us email. Send it to info@lamata-ng.com. Info, INFO, @lamata-ng.com. Thank you.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
I must commend Governor Sanwo-Olu and his team for an impressive performance within the first 4 years, and we believe that the next 4 years will surpass the previous 4 years.
I am a student of Girls Senior Secondary Grammar School, Ikoyi, and I am here at the railway. My experience so far in this journey was nice, interesting. Like when you use the normal road, you take about 1 hour together with the traffic, heat, everything. Like it's not conducive. But with this train, it took us less than 24 minutes to get to where we're going and 24 minutes back. And it was very interesting and lively. What I want to say to Mr. Governor is that he did well. Kudos to him, and we can do better. Thank you.
My experience far was nice. Actually, it's my first time being in a train. I never feel lively like this. I'm grateful to the government for giving us the opportunity to be in a train. Thank you.
Oh, I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Sanwo-Olu for giving us this experience, and may God bless him, and he should keep up the good work. Thank you.
I want to share my experience on the Blue Line Rail. It's an interesting one. I'm happy I participated. I was involved in the travel today, and it's nice to see that I could travel in Lagos without any stress. The journey was very short. Within a short period, I was able to move from Marina to Orile, and it was a nice one, very comfortable. The neat environment, and it's very lovely, and I will want the government to do more of this. They should do more of the lines to cut across the states, because this will really ease the stress where Lagosians go through on daily basis. Thank you.
Eko akete, ilé ọgbọ́n. Eko akete, ilé ọgbọ́n. Arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má já o. Eko arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má sá o. Eko arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Kò má síjú tá o bè kówé. Àfirọ́ kò má síjú tá o bè kówé. Bèkówé o kò má síjú tá o bè. Bèbè o sì tó.
The Lagos Blue Line rail system is projected to transport at least 150,000 people every day from Marina, its terminal here in Marina, up to Mile 2 and back. And that's on a daily basis. That is a giant leap, you will agree, and a signal of the ambitions of a state that has always sought to live up to its name, the center of excellence. That's been the show today on the Lagos Transportation Agenda. Thanks for watching. I hope you join me next week on yet another edition of this show. Until then, this is Austin Inyang saying, take care of yourself, travel safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.